What's going on, fellow gamblers? Welcome back to Straight Betting. Today is Sunday morning. I'm recording this about 10 Eastern time. Got a couple NBA plays today. I know it's NFL day, guys, but NBA does not sleep either. And I'm so pumped that it's back. But having a decent amount of fun doing so. So I do have two plays for today. First off, though, guys, I'm gonna start this video off with a quick little recap of the last 2 days. So I think I came here with Christian Brown stuff. Actually, no, I didn't. I came here with Duncan Robinson and every play before Donovan. So we actually went 3-0 on the plays I gave out, I believe, on Friday. Because Dante lost. Okay. Duncan hit I think he had 4 threes, like 8 or 9 attempts. So that felt pretty good. Guys, Rockets, I'm telling you, are going to be a great matchup for shooters as long as they are starting Adams and Sengun and playing them together a lot. Then Dante, guys, this one kind of stunk. Over 17.5 PRA. He had like 13 points and 4 assists and 0 rebounds. Wolves ended up getting blown out. When the Wolves get down, dude, like it literally just turns into like Ant and Julius isolating. So Dante came out firing, was playing extremely good, and kind of unfortunate there. Played the minutes. The read was like that his minutes were going to be back to normal, and they were. So that kind of sucks. Draymond, he shot 3 for 4 from deep. So the 4 attempts, I wanted 5, but 4 attempts for like the plus 158 we were getting. I think it's fine. Definitely wanted a couple more attempts. They also did get blown out too, so maybe he missed out on a little bit of minutes, but this one was a winner. Not saying it wasn't completely lucky. Donovan was an ad. He shot very, very good and lost against the Nets. It was an under 37.5 PRA, and then Mathurin was my play yesterday, guys. I only had one play. I was like, I'm not making a video for one play, but it was Mathurin over 27.5 PR. This one was lucky because it was a blowout. So he only played 28 minutes. He probably would have played like 37 or 36 had the game been close. But he did shoot mega efficiently to get us there. They got absolutely killed, and I spelled Benedict wrong. I said Benefict. But yeah, so far, guys, on the year, solid start, 8-4 for plus 4.31 units. 32.8% ROI, so we will take that. All right, guys. So first official play I am going with is going to be Julian Champagnie over 9.5 points. So as you can see here on Props Madness, I have Wemby pulled up, and the first thing I'm going to do here with Wemby is I want to show you guys his head-to-head against Brooklyn. So Brooklyn is a very aggressive against first option type team. As you can see, guys, he only had he played 35 minutes and only had 19 points last year. He only took 14 shots. They were definitely, I'm assuming I didn't watch the tape, go back and watch it, but I'm assuming only takes 14 shots. That was before the Fox trade too. So assuming that they were scheming against him pretty aggressively. That's just what Jordi Fernandez does. So that obviously plays into this, the Champagnie bet. But yeah, 14 field goal attempts in 35 minutes is very, very low for Wemby. So really like his under 2, but that's not the point. Like I said, I'm rolling with Julian Champagnie over 9.5 points. So we're going to use the magic of Props Madness here. So we're going to go, first of all, with games with Wemby. Then we're going to go to, minutes. He played 32 regulation minutes last game, played 25 in a massive blowout in game 1. So let's just go 25 to 32 minutes with Wemby. Decent hit rate, right? Averaging 11.6 points over in 11 out of 19 games. Now, obviously, guys, we can scroll down. His dominant play type by far is spot up and transition. 43% of his points are as a spot up shooter, and 24 are via transition. Nets last year, they're going to be a bad transition defense again. They're just a young team. And then spot up, like if they continue to scheme against Wemby, that's going to be there as well. So really, really good stuff for his play types right here. But I mean, we can go to versus, you take out the bottom 5 or the top 5 spot up defenses. Now you're at 18 out of 13 for the hit rate. I guess we could even keep on going, like bottom half of the league. Now it's 7 out of 10. We could do his dominant play type 2 right here, which is transition. So against bad transition defenses too. And now we're just getting into like super small sample size stuffs, but you guys kind of get the gist, right? I think it's a very, very good matchup. This is like the main thing I was looking at here. 7 out of 10, 12.7 points. Had some unders against the Jazz on 25 minutes on the dot. I think that will only happen if it's like a very uncompetitive game. Another thing with Champagny, Luke Cornett's out. So they were playing a lot of Cornett and Wemby double big lineups last game. And that should not be the case. It should be like maybe Bismack plays like the non-Wemby minutes or something. So don't expect any double big stuff either from the Spurs here. So yeah, should be getting pretty good minutes, man. I'd probably have them like in the sample size of, let's make the sample size a little bit bigger. Where's the dominant play type 1? Okay, so that's against non-bottom 5 spot ups or non-top 5 spot ups. So his minutes in the sample size were only at 28. I'd probably have him there. So 12.6 points. I think this line should be like 11.5. Look, if you like his 3 plus 3s is a pretty good look. I don't know exactly what the price is going to be there, but feel very good about him hitting 2 threes at the bare minimum. As you can see, really, really good hit right there. Average 2.8 threes as well. So yeah, I think this is a really, really good matchup here for Julian Champagny, and I'm going with his over 9.5 points. One last thing I want to say about Champagny is had a pretty quiet start to the year. Can make an argument that he shoots 2 for 6. He goes over last game, and then massive blowout. Dallas doesn't really allow spot ups either. So I think it's a nice buy low number on Julian Champagny. All right, cool. Well, gonna take a 30-second break here. I'm gonna quick shout out Novig. Here's a play that I made yesterday. I'll put it up on the screen here. Obviously, I know it's going to be the NFL, but as you can see on these screenshots, this London under 5.5 reception number, I got it at -122. That's 16 cents better than the next best number. It was right after he got listed for a hip injury, and a lot of places removed it due to obviously the injury concerns, but not Novig. So look, if you price shop, which to be honest, if you're not doing, it's kind of just being ignorant, to be completely honest. But if you do price shop, you're going to find the best number on Novig a lot of the time. It's also available in 42 states, including California, Texas, Florida. So I know that's big for some of you guys who may not have access to the big boy books. But yeah, guys, if you download Novig, use code BETTIN, that's BETTIN, and put in $5, they'll give you an additional 50 to play with. I mean, guys, genuinely, Novig is a very, very, very good resource for every bettor. So highly recommend checking it out. Have it linked down below. And like I said, use code BETTIN, BETTIN, on that initial deposit. Put in $5, they'll give you an additional 50 to play with. All right. Second play, I am going with James Harden, the beard, under 8.5 assists. So going over to Portland versus the Clippers, James Harden. First of all, let's go to head-to-head. This isn't like a big hit rate play, guys, because Portland, their defense is so much different than it was early in the season. But as you can see, they played him somewhat later in the year when they started to improve. He only had 7 assists. He only had 6 assists. Don't think that's like super, super relevant here. What I'm going to scroll down to, guys, though, is if we go to 25-26, go to by position. You see Warriors, Steph Curry only had 3 assists. Anthony Edwards, ball dominant guard, only had a singular assist. So I am a Wolves fan. I watched the first game. You can go back and watch tape. They've been doing this for a little bit. Like I said, they kind of shifted their culture halfway through the year. But the Blazers are going to put either Kamara or Holiday on him and pick him up full court. So they're going to just apply a ton of pressure, annoy the hell out of Harden. It's going to be super tough to get into sets. Harden may not even bring the ball up. They might be like denying the hell out of him. And they also have the defensive personnel to kind of play him one-on-one. It's like they're going to probably be pretty switch heavy. They're not going to like be blitzing the pick and roll. They can't do that with Klingon. He'll be in drop coverage. But also like the pick and roll stuff with him and Zubac, with Harden and Zubac, I don't know how good that's going to be. Just because Zubac can't shoot. Like the pick and pop stuff you can take advantage of with Klingon, but Zubac can't shoot. So and Klingon's a great rim protector, so I'm not sure how good that's going to be. But yeah, Portland this year, in my opinion, I mean, teams who just pick up full court and make it like brutal to get into sets are going to be very tough for assists, and especially when they have good personnel to kind of play single coverage, not overhelp a ton, which is something I don't expect them to do. So yeah, Portland, I think, is just going to be one of the worst assist matchups in the league, and I don't think that the books are caught on to that quite yet. So yeah, I think it's a lot of stuff going into it. Obviously, guys, in the regular season, he was pretty good at going over this number. Not like crazy. I mean, it was pretty good. Like it was about 50-50, man. So just getting this at a pretty good price. DraftKings has a minus 104, literally just moved in real time. But yeah, I think that this is a pretty damn good look. It's definitely going to be one of the toughest assist matchups in the league this year. So rolling with Harden under 8.5 dimes. Let's see. Yeah, best current price is going to be, I guess, Builder has a pretty good number right now, but yeah, minus 104 at DK. All right. Well, that's going to do it, guys. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Do very, very greatly appreciate all the support. Every single one of you guys who watches these videos genuinely means the world to me. So on your way out, make sure to drop a like and sub to the channel. It is very, very greatly appreciated. And I will see you guys tomorrow.